Hey guys, what is up? It is Bibzuda7 here again, and welcome to another RuneScape 3 vlog here today. In this video, I'm going to be talking about this week's update, which was just released today on Wednesday. So they did end up coming out with one. Like I said in my little community post, it was understandably delayed as a result of Jagex having employees work from home due to the current bug. I know that there's some issue with saying it on YouTube, so I'm going to try to avoid that. But yeah, they're having some of their employees work from home, and they've never done an update in that sort of environment, so they wanted to make sure it was something they could manage, and apparently it was. Although there is barely anything in this week's update. Again, I don't really blame them too much for that, especially considering we do have archaeology coming in 2 weeks, and they are still hopefully going to have it for the 30th. They have said that they're reassessing every day, but they are currently still on track to release for the 30th, which I really hope they can do, because I took off work for the 30th and the 31st in order to play the release, so I'm really hoping it doesn't get moved back at all. But yeah, they did come out with some stuff today, so I'm just gonna go over that, and I might have to head over to the dig site. But anyways, the first thing that they mentioned is the yak track is returning, or basically a second iteration of the yak track is coming around, and it's starting on March 23rd, which I think is next Monday. Yeah, and it's going on till May 3rd, so over a month of time for this. I didn't realize they were all going to be called yak track. I kind of don't like that name as like a standard for the whole set of them. Like, I'd prefer if it was just called Rune Pass like they had before, because it's pretty much similar to that. And then each of them had different names, but I guess they're all going to be called the yak track, and it basically just sounds like it's going to be pretty much the same thing as before. And of course, if you're Gold Premier, you get this for free. So, or you get the Premier track for free or whatever. So yeah, that's coming around. I don't really have anything against these yak track things, but they're not like super exciting or anything. Hopefully it's less of a pain in the ass to do some of the tasks, because last time they were kind of ridiculous. So yeah, that was at the top, and other than that, they just have patch notes on here. So I'm not sure if there's anything else that they mentioned. I'm pretty sure when I read this earlier today, there was something on here about the dig site. Did they change the post? Or am I tripping balls? I'm not sure. I read this when it first came out, and I swear to God there was something at the top that mentioned the dig site. That's why I have this pendant out. Let me go over there either way. Let me just see if there is actually anything. I swear to you that there was something on there, but I don't see any changes. It said something about the monolith or whatever. I don't actually know if that's something that's already here, but we've seen pictures of that in the teasers for archaeology. I am so confused. Let me check on Reddit really quick. I'm sorry for this. I'm really confused as to why this is actually not what I remember. I'm hoping the title of the update has changed. Yes, okay, so someone did post that in here. Yeah, it has changed. Okay. So, interesting. Yeah, it definitely said something about the dig site. I guess that was an accidental inclusion in the notes that's supposed to be part of what's going into archaeology. I don't know. I'm kind of confused, to be honest. Yeah, here we go. Rubik has it on here with the stuff that was removed crossed out. So I'm not insane, but they had on here that there's a peculiar monolith, and archaeologists from across the land have gathered to conduct research into this new discovery of the monolith. And if you manage to catch them, you might be able to get some insider information about archaeology. Basically, I think they were going to have some NPCs here that are going to be, it's going to be like pre-release, and you can get some more information. Maybe that'll come out next week. I don't know. It was, okay, so there was something, but that apparently did not come out and has been removed. But they also mentioned they have the the archaeology video series going on. And if you haven't checked that out, you really should, because it is super cool. And the one with Timbo that he shows the dig sites, they look amazing, especially the Infernal Source. They look so good. I am just so excited for this update. Really can't wait for it to come out and make a bunch of videos on it. So I'm going to be right here at the dig site March 30th on the time, like ready for the system update for sure, because I really can't wait for it. It's going to be awesome. Anyways, so sorry about that little weird tangent and confusion, because I knew there was some more than just this yak track, but apparently it's actually even less than I thought, considering there's not this archaeology teaser. I guess I'll just head on back to the PVM hub here. They mentioned some stuff about improving the new player experience, and it seems like this bit of it is actually targeted towards experienced players who like want to skip stuff in the tutorial or just make stuff less intrusive when they're making a new character for, you know, whatever reason, which I think is good. It says that they want to have things be more prudent to what is shown for people who have already played, and they have a bunch of different adjustments. Nothing really that seemed significant enough to mention individually, but it's good to see that, because in my experience, for sure, it is a bit of a pain in the ass having to deal with all of that annoying stuff when you're making a new account. One thing that I really wish they would let you do, which would be super nice, is have the presets be exportable, like these things. If you go to edit layout, if it would let me, can I cancel, please? I'm sick game. These things, if I could like export my custom one and then import it onto my new account so I don't have to reset up my whole interface, that's something that would help my new account creation like a whole lot. Other than that, though, they have some BS about mobile that's almost always irrelevant. One thing that a lot of people will probably be happy to hear is that the vulnerability bombs will now refresh the timer when thrown at an NPC that's already affected by it. That was a pretty big complaint about the vuln bombs that people didn't like, so that's a nice change, I think. Other than that, some more BS that they never fixed from the Combat Academy removal. Fixes to the see-to-side interface, removing forced walk tiles, you know, all the normal stuff that you end up seeing in a week of random patches. Adrenaline urn will now be removed from the buff bar once it is banked. And then some bug fixes in here. I have heard that they fixed Big Game Hunter finally. I didn't realize it hadn't even been fixed yet, but apparently that has been fixed. The whatever you call it, the BGH detection rings. Hopefully that's true. But yeah, that is actually it. So an extraordinarily small amount of updates this week. Again, I said it multiple times, but I want to reiterate, I'm not really slighting Jagex for this. I myself am, you know, having stuff happen at work because of the issues going on right now, and it's all pretty hectic and uncertain times for pretty much everybody. So I really hope that they can continue to provide us with archaeology news and have the release on the 30th, but honestly, if it does get delayed a little bit more, I wouldn't really fault them for that. However, you know, fingers crossed that it doesn't happen, because I'm really looking forward to that release day. But yeah, that's pretty much it for me, you guys, I guess. I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. How hyped are you for archaeology, and what are your thoughts on those videos? I have been thinking of maybe doing something where, like, when those videos come out, I record myself watching the video and give my thoughts on what is revealed and what is said. You guys can let me know your thoughts about that in the comments. I thought it could be a cool idea. I see that people doing that a lot in the Path of Exile community, which I'm kind of involved in, and it seemed like it could be something interesting if you guys would be, if you guys are interested in that, where I kind of watch over their videos and, you know, give my thoughts live as I'm watching them. Could be a cool thing. Again, let me know your thoughts in the comments. I will maybe give that a try with their next archaeology video, because that's pretty cool. And I might do a video summarizing what they talked about in their first two videos. So yeah, again, Your feedback is most welcome down in the comments. I really appreciate all the support you guys have been showing lately on the channel. If you missed it, you can check out my most recent Hardcore Ironman episode that I uploaded last weekend. It should be up on my channel. And I'll have another one coming out this weekend as usual. Should be a pretty insane episode coming out next weekend. We've had quite a decent amount of time to do some PVM and various other things during this week, so it's going to be a pretty sweet episode. Make sure to check it out when it's released, and I'll see you guys for that. Thanks for watching, and peace out.